Hi everybody, it's Lori Wetzel here with the next installment of Tech Tip Tuesdays, and today I'm going to focus on a resource called Quizlet, Quizlet.com, and Quizlet is actually included in the 21 Things for Students and the 21 Things for Teachers, and it is a Web 2.0 tool that allows you to create and use flashcards that other people have created and share them with your students. First and foremost, just like most Web 2.0 tools, this is a completely free site. So I am going to go ahead and log into my site. If you are a teacher in the middle school or the high school, the students are welcome to also create their own free accounts. At the elementary level, this is probably something that you're going to use face-to-face with them in the classroom, or it is something that you can embed into your classroom website. If you really want to get fancy, teachers can actually create their own groups just for their students and invite the students into those groups, kind of like a social flashcard site, and you can actually monitor your students' progress in that way. I'm not going to get into details for that, but the details for that can be found within the help menu. If you are new to Quizlet and you want to give it a try, one of the things I would recommend is that you watch the quick tutorial. I'm going to go through the basics and it's pretty quick and simple, but this tutorial and the help menu are great places to go for assistance. So within Quizlet you have two choices. You can either make flashcards, meaning make your own, or you can actually find flashcards that other people have done. The choice is up to you. It is a pretty active site. As you can see over here, there are over 17,000 new flashcard sets created just today, and it is only 10:45 in the morning. And there are over 2,500 users on Quizlet right now. So that tells you that there are a lot of people using Quizlet, and therefore a lot of content that's already there. So why recreate the wheel if you don't have to? So I'm first going to show you how to make a basic set of flashcards. So I'm going to click on Make Flashcards, and I'm going to title it. And I'm going to keep this one really simple, although I'm sure someone has already created a flashcard set like this. I'm going to do a small list of the state capitals. You can fill in the optional information as far as subjects goes. It is going to make it easier for other people to find your flashcard sets. You also have the capability of making it visible to just yourself, just certain groups, just people who have a password, so the privacy settings are completely up to you. You will notice that you also have the option to add images to your flashcards. That's a more advanced feature, and I'm not going to get into details here, but know that that capability is possible. For those of you who teach foreign language, it's also something to note that there are a ton of different languages possible, so it may be something that you want to try with your foreign language classes. So I'm going to very quickly just do my English, and I'm just going to type in 5 states and their capitals. And there you go. If you want to add additional content, all you have to do is click Add a Row or press the Tab button and it will give you more flashcards to fill in. So I'm going to say create the set. And that's all there is to it, to creating a set of flashcards. Once you've created a set of flashcards, you have quite a few options. You have the options to study the content, and you have the option to play games. So in studying the content, you can just click on Learn, and it is going to basically quiz the students on the content. So the capital of Texas, or pardon me, the capital of Austin is Texas, and I'm going to type it in and click Answer. If I get it incorrect, it's going to reprompt the student with the same question later on. For those students with reading difficulties, the Speak It option is there. I'm going to continue, one more question, and it will go through all of them and give the kids the opportunity to answer. Now, I do want to mention, and this is a more advanced feature, but over here is an embed code. So you can copy and paste this embed code into your website, such as Weebly or a blog, and these flashcards will actually show up right on your website. So that may be something you want to take advantage of, especially those of you that are using Weebly. I'm going to go back to the set page. There is a spelling feature. So obviously the spelling feature, it is going to speak the term. You're not going to be able to hear it because of my microphone input at the moment, but it actually speaks the word and the students have to spell it. So kind of like spelling city in a way, but using a different tool to do that. And finally, there is the test feature. It will actually create a test out of your flashcards. So written questions, multiple choice questions, true, false, and you don't have to do any of the work. And finally, they have the games, and this is something the kids always like. So when you click on scatter, this asks the kids to drag the items on top of each other that match. So they have to drag Albany on top of New York and it disappears and they know they got it right. This one is also embeddable into a website. And finally, you have the space race, and this actually, I think, tests kids' typing ability more so than anything, in addition to the content. But as the words go across the screen, they have to type in the appropriate term in the bottom. So this one may be difficult for elementary students with slower typing skills. Now that you know how to create your own flashcards, which is something you may want to do, you also have the ability to find flashcards that other people have done. Again, why recreate the wheel if you don't have to? So I'm going to take combining like terms, something that our 7th grade math students are doing, and search. And this one right here, Algebra 1, combining like terms. And it actually gives you a little preview and shows you the different problems that the students would have to complete. So if this is one that I want to use, great. You can embed it right into your website or link right to this. And the same activities are possible. The learning activity, the testing activity, and the games. So again, you didn't have to do any of the work, but the activity is available to your students. Last but certainly not least, I want to point out the help section. Within the help section, there is a lot of great information, but there is a section specifically aimed at teachers and schools. So as far as how teachers can use Quizlet in the classroom, this is going to get you into how to create a group and actually have your students set up as a class. And again, that is more for the middle school and high school. And there is an area here for how to embed Quizlet onto your website or blog. So these are specific instructions as to how to do that, so you may want to take a closer look at that. And then finally, it's got an area for how do I use Quizlet with my Promethean board. So you can click on it and it teaches you how to go to full screen, and it teaches you what you may want to do to use this as a full classroom setting with your students. Hopefully this is something that sounds interesting to you and something that you may be able to use with your students. I encourage you to take a closer look at it. You know where to find me if you have any questions. Have a great day.